I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the acting is going to bring as well.
Yeah, I'm excited to do the thing I love to do.
Yeah.
You know, and that's this. You know, I love film. I might not be the best person to do it, but I feel like I'm the best person to do it because my passion bleeds.
All right.
So, how does it feel to be doing this filmmaking process again?
It's been a year, and to do this filmmaking process again with the 48-hour film festival, it's exciting. It's exciting to be back at the table with the talent from the past year, to reunite with the folks and to bring that energy back. So if I hadn't said exciting, it's been exciting.
This time around, we decided to not necessarily re-up, but we're going to add more people. We're going to, gather as many resources as we can find in the different areas that we really need for the project. And so what we literally what we did was I contacted anybody who I could think of that was a part of the process or wanted to be in filmmaking to come be a part of our process for 48.
I was surprised at the amount of talent that they had. Like, we walked in the door and there was this entire crew of guys that are volunteering their time, setting up lights, we're doing like sound checks, and it wasn't ever anything less than professional. These guys we wouldn't film a second of film without them checking the lights, making sure everything was all set up, and we were all like, let's do this. I felt like we've known each other for years. Like, we were just all a bunch of friends that got in to do this because everybody was warm and open and ready to be a part.
Our team's film for the 48-hour film project is called Neighborhood X. It's a dark comedy about a group of neighborhood friends who get together for a party. But during this party, the friends end up having a little too much fun while using X, which is better known as ecstasy. And when that happens, some interesting things occur.
The planning and preparation going into the process this year mainly dealt with us just making sure that the team was acclimated to one another and making sure that we were actually prepared for the task at hand. We had a lot of people from different backgrounds, different talents and experiences and skill levels. For the team of writers, they did some writing exercises. We had the actors participate in some improv and acting activities and things of that sort, just to make sure that everybody was excited and all on one accord and energized and working together. The process of actually getting our assignment started off with, there's a kickoff event where all of the team leaders go and they pick at random what the genre will be. And at that time, Thomas and another one of our team members, they went to the kickoff event, while the remainder of us, we met at the next level just to kind of get ready for what was to come.
I took Aaron and we arrived at Newmont Studios at the kickoff event. At that moment that we arrived, I got a call back from Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank at the time had misallocated some of our film funds. And as any filmmaker knows, you're a producer or director, if something happens to the budget, things have to be cut. And what happened was $300 randomly disappeared out of our account. So I got a call in the car at the kickoff event that we're going to be $300 short for our shoot.
She corrected the original transaction.
So we're out of $300 until Monday.
Wow.
I just need to have somebody else here. Because the stuff I listen to, I can't even explain how.
Yeah, man, my body just went numb right there, dude. So it does show that she corrected the original transaction.
Mm-hmm.
That's deep right there.
And my receipt says one thing. So she went back and corrected it.
Wow.
So you're out of money until for the shoot?
$300. $300 of our shoot money just went in there because the teller decided to correct the transaction. The funny thing is that she didn't correct the checks on the transaction. She corrected the cash. $300 of it. And so when that happened, I had to take a moment But Aaron was sitting right there, and he may not have known how I felt. He just knew that Thomas said, go pick a topic.
At the 48 Hour Film Festival, everyone has to pick a genre and a character out of the hat. So I stick my hand in the hat, and I pull out dark comedy.
And as soon as he picked it, I knew in my mind, for some reason, that was going to be a topic that they were going to keep. So I proceeded to start texting right then.
We actually communicated throughout the whole process with an app called GroupMe. It's kind of basically like chat via like text message, like a group chat. When they received the genre, they actually text us what the genre was and what the other elements of the competition were going to be. And then we just went ahead and jumped in and started with the brainstorming process to kind of figure out what we thought the story should be and how we should tie in all of those elements together.
I mean, as soon as we text that thing back, we text back dark comedy. We text back that one of the characters' name had to be Fritz. We text back the line of dialogue, which was, we got to get going. And that's exactly what the team did. They got going.
Say he has this $10 million painting. And we've all known him for like years as we've grown up. We're like some two big thieves, we don't really know too much, but we got enough gumption to try to go rob somebody. Like once we get there, like we're not gonna kill him, we're just gonna rob him, maybe rough him up, I don't know. And then it goes like maybe all bad and like maybe the house burns, well not the house burns down, we can't burn down the house. We'll probably break into the house, you know what I'm saying, maybe steal the art, beat up some people or something, you know, some dark, some gory maybe.
Because it's like, what would you do if you had 24 hours to do all the things that morally you wouldn't do?
The twisted Ferris Bueller day off.
Yes, exactly.
No red
Yeah, and you could have, you know, girls involved too. Like this is like
all girls. That's like
horror guys.
I like the fact that the other members of the crew were involved in creating the script process, because that's the thing about the 48 Hour Film Festival as well. So I have to give credit where credit's due. It allows you to bring the actual filmmaking process right into your local city. This producer, this director of photography, this writer, they've taken the time to work on their craft. You have real talent at the table.
Once we got our script, we did a lot of exercises that involved instantly connecting with your scene partner so that you could give the illusion and learn to get that feeling of being completely comfortable with them. We don't have time to do this, 17 times, so trust your instincts, go with what you want, and that'll give a really interesting and natural performance.
My character for this film was Fritz, and he had to be a gym teacher no matter what capacity you used him in. And so I remember one of the shots, he actually had to play dodgeball in the rain by himself. And so I'm really outside playing dodgeball, and we took the shot like 15 times. And so this guy was physically in his motions within the movie. And then you got to see like a little subtle side with him, my interaction with my wife. And then at the end, without giving too much away, I get to blow up again with that whole physical / comedic timing and acting that my character Fritz embodied.
My character's name is Mrs. Sinclair, and she was a fun, quirky, weird housewife character that sort of came out of nowhere. She's very kind of neurotic and has been inside her house, and she cooks and she cleans and she does everything perfectly, and this is sort of the night that she's gonna go out and let her hair down. But she can't let herself go all the way, so she has to make sure to tell everybody about her allergies and her issues that she has, because she's kind of OCD that way, that everything has to be perfect and in its little place. But one thing she has going for her is, while she likes the idea of sort of flirting with other guys and everything, her and her husband, they had a really strong relationship, and they were always just there for each other. At the end of the day, they would be there together, and that was a neat part of her character, that it was a twisted kind of love, but it was a really pure love that they share.
You already got your role right? Tell them again so they can know. All the actors can know.
He's the CSI geek, asthmatic, nerdy, so he'll need an inhaler.
Got it.
Maybe do you have some lab gloves?
Why do you need lab gloves? You're going up at the top of the dress, ain't you?
Because when we first see him, he's going to be dusting his mailbox for fingerprints.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'll take that.
So like some lab gloves.
That's how you follow up. That's how a script writer follows. You follow up with some stuff like that. Okay, I'll take that.
And then of course the glasses. You gotta have sunglasses.
He already has them, right?
Yeah.
He already got them. We shot him last night.
Yeah.
Except he's not gonna wear them throughout the whole time. I was just gonna put them on at random times.
Random times.
I really like that idea. It's like, well, you know, whenever your line
say a
hits.
line and then put them on.
Do it for us. Do it for us. Come on, just for the hell of it. Come on, just pretend.
Looks like everybody woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
That's hilarious. 3, 2, 1, action.
I feel like death is happening all around me.
Sonia, CSI is real, I'm telling you. You have to be careful, you have to watch your surroundings, you have to pay attention to the clues. Criminals aren't that smart.
Right.
They'll always get caught. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to make a quick trip to the restroom for a briefing.
Yeah! Cut. Come back through us. So Cortez, you want to be when y'all do it, get it close. When you see him coming through, back up a little bit. So you want to come back through us and go. And if we can do that, that's nice. And attack.
Hey, oh.
This is Sinclair coming. Oh. Oh no. Yep.
This is Sinclair. You're on your own. I think I'm going this way.
It is 10:20, and we just finished blocking the last sequence with our actors. We're getting ready to shoot it. We're going in the home stretch. I'm actually really proud of my team this year. We are finishing a lot earlier than what we normally would finish. So we're going to work on this last sequence, and hopefully it goes well so we can put together everything, make the stew taste good, and put out a great film. I'm tired, so I'm probably talking all kinds of crazy. Audio ready? Ready. Cameras ready? Rolling. Action!
I love you too. I'll be right back. Hi. Hey girl, you alright?
What's going on here? Don't you touch my wife.
What? Touch your wife, man? You don't get on the balcony somewhere. What's wrong with you? Get away from my face, man. Oh, stop. Honey, stop. Ow! Ow! That's officially a wrap at this location. We have less than 2 shots to do after this.
Yes.
That's it, 2 shots and the film's done. What I didn't have last time was somebody who could just edit full time. I really wanted to have an editor the whole time we were doing our process so that while we were shooting, stuff could be being sent back to the editor and he could start chopping it up and moving faster.
In the department of editing, we have to make it happen. You know, it's where all the magic happens. We have to cut it and somehow make it logical, and on set a lot of things are improvised, so when it comes to going into the post work, it's a battle to make the footage work together, being so, you know, chaotic how it's shot. You'll never know how it turns out in the end. It's kind of like a gamble, but in the end, you know, there are plenty of surprises in the edits, and there's always some way to make it look amazing.
Rushing to get the film in was due in part to our lack of time management and the management of the shots that we got. Sunday, the day that we were actually required to turn the film in, was a day that we had set aside primarily for editing and putting the finishing touches on the film.
Well, with the 48-hour being a timed process, it's critical to have your piece in a certain amount of time. You don't qualify for the big award. And because of that, I said no matter what, We have to get it in on time. But as anybody knows who does a 48-hour process, sometimes it doesn't work like that. And most of the times it doesn't. You know, you get to the end of the process, you've got footage that hasn't been edited. You know, in our case, we found out we needed a couple more shots.
And so that definitely took away from the time that should have been spent editing and kind of fixing the little nitpicky things, audio or, you know, just whatever that we could have devoted that time to, you know, perfecting the film itself.
And on Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m., I made a decision to send half of the crew out and literally go get those last shots. And they did. We got the shots within maybe an hour, 15 minutes. Came back, so about 4:30, we were back on the chopping blocks with some new shots that we really needed the night before, but we got them on Sunday and actually cut them into the film. Because we got back at 4:30, to ingest that footage, to get it chopped up, color corrected, and then to lay some sound and some score on top of that, that took us all the way to 7 o'clock.
And so that was just time that we were really crunching on. And so it was just, we were down to the wire, and we were definitely rushing.
So, Trish, what are we in the process of doing?
We're trying to make it, it's 7:17 p.m. We got to get this in by 7:30, so we are booking it. We're going to get off on exit 212, which is Fessler's Lane.
Will they let us turn in anything else after we turn in?
No, I don't think so. Once it's in, it's in. Okay. Once you get off the exit, it says slight left onto Rundle Avenue. Left onto Twin Elms Court at 0.3 miles. Oh, up there, right there.
Where they walking?
Okay, thank you.
Don't be slamming my door like that.
We love you too. Can you see that?
So you're turning it into flash Thank you. I just don't want it to get.
You're fine. No, you're not supposed to say it.
Make sure it's in the screen. Are we done?
Yes, we're done.
All right.
Thank you so much. We did it. 7:26. We beat last year's time. Last year was 7:29.
Okay, tell us about what time you got here.
7:26. We beat last year's time by 3 minutes.
Thanks to your superior driving, right?
Right.
My pleasure.
You
Y'all
were
just
fine
don't
with me.
slam my doors.
I know if I ever need to rob a bank, I got a good getaway driver.
I got you.
What I like the best about doing the 48-hour film project is just doing it. It was just great to be involved in the process. It was challenging, and it was exciting. So that's what I like the best about it.
There's nothing short of a miracle that we were able to get together in the time span that we did and actually pull off a film. But to have the level of talent that we had on our team, you couldn't ask for that on any given day.
Just to be able to even share the workload was rewarding as well. So the holistic approach of working with this team this year, I'm just gonna have to say rewarding. I learned a lot. And I got to meet a lot of great talent right here in this city.
I'd like to say thank you to the cast and crew. It was a very great experience to be a part of, and I would totally do it again in a heartbeat because it was just fun. It was just the guys we were all telling jokes. We were doing dumb accents backstage. You know, it was just like whatever. It was like almost a house party where we were also then accomplishing something.
There are some really talented people out there, and some really great spirits out there, and I just can't wait to work with more people.